Sup, everybody? Alright, 11 minutes late tonight, but, whoops, is all I could say on that one. My bad. I was trying to be better on being on time, but hey, man, sometimes, still gonna be late. Anyway, let's get the stream started nice and quick. Dearest at Marvel Champions. I don't know what I want to say. I guess I want to say, what do I want to say? Huh. Maybe I'll just say, Nope. Still got nothing in terms of a good saying here. Oh my god. All right, let's say thanks for having the crystal gods smile upon me earlier today. Yes, I am now live. Tweet. Okay. All right. Good enough. That will do. All right. I forgot I need to change one little thing real quick. Give me one sec. Okay, we'll do that. Cutoffs. And then Chad Tacular sent it over too, saying congrats on the opening. Thanks, man. I appreciate the 2. Yeah, what a crazy opening, man. I was pretty tired because I didn't get a ton of sleep last night, and man, I was even more excited than I let on, probably. Stop. Thank you very much, dude. More excited, crazy enough, more excited about the final champion that got out of the crystal. If, I mean, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. If if you haven't seen the opening, you might wanna, and you don't want it spoiled at least, you might wanna exit out of this live stream and watch that first. Because if not, yeah, spoilers, oh plenty coming. See a bunch of people saying congrats. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody. Bushido Brown, first one in here. Sup. Followed by Kalel. We got Kieran. That's how you get tinnitus. Nice name. Sup. Robato. John Smith. Justin Gray. Cameron. Sup, everybody. Donut Cop. Get some damn sleep fool. Sleepy BG is cranky BG. Oh my goodness. Really? You think that was me being cranky earlier? I tried to stay as calm as possible, but I still have to tell it how it is. Anyway. BG Thing video? We need an unawakened one. Most of the ones are of him awakened. Justin, Legacy explains a lot about how he works unawakened, actually. I am probably not going to be playing him unawakened very much, because my intentions are to either awaken him like straight away or go from in the arena, and I'm still not sure what I want to do. I'm still on the fence. What's up, Brian? Where's my chicken noodle? Pete, are you feeling better at all, man? Feeling better at all? Hashtag Lucky13 Dap raid. Dap, thanks for the raid. Yes, you've been super cranky the last couple videos. Really? Oh man. See, I don't feel it. I get maybe the one day where I was really just trying to be what's it called? I was trying to go in with the mindset of like I will not fail, so I wasn't, you know, I don't know, man. I just had an attitude of like, yeah, forget everything else. We're focusing on this content. So, uh, if people weren't into it, I was just okay, peace, kind of attitude. And people said I was cranky, so today I tried to change that. I tried to stay more calm about it. But still, when people are saying like, you know, all the things they're saying, I still have to tell it how it is, man. Anyway. So, I've got an awakening gem for this dude. You've been too polite, not cranky. Alright, at least not everyone agrees about the cranky thing then. So I have this awakening gem for Thing. And I also have 100 sig stones for Thing. And here's the thing about this Thing. If I get him to Sig 200, he will also be a prestige bump. He'll be the answer to the final 10% of the champion. He's the answer to a lot of things. He's just an all-around amazing champion in the game. Also, now, because I'm capped out on... I've been capped out on those Science 6 stones, just waiting for the right time to open them. I have a lot of 6 stone crystals to open up as well. 88 of these things, and I need tech stones for Mysterio, and I need cosmic ones for Phoenix. So, SVG, you're not, or you're very not cranky usually, but you're more fun when cranky, almost as fun as Angry KT. Okay, well, as long as it could be entertaining in some way, I guess. See my comment in the opening, you should still grind for Thing considering you need him at Sig 200. So that's the thing, is yeah, I have to... For him to be able to just, you know, destroy the champion boss, I do need him at Sig 200. And I've got mixed feelings about it, so, I mean... I kind of wanted to try some of the strategies a bit more. I was looking forward to like practicing every day against the champion, as crazy as it sounds, and you know, kind of taking him down in a different way than using Thing. At the same time, I also haven't completed a path in a little while, and it would be nice just to be like, okay, you know what? Now I have the answer. Let's just use the answer. Let's just get through it. You know, so I've got I don't know, mixed feelings on it all. I'll probably still grind. I'm thinking I'm still gonna grind, because it would also really put an end to my prestige issues. Like, let me go pop open a prestige calculator real quick and just see what my prestige would be. So those 3 are in there. Okay, let me change this to Thing. Okay. So my prestige, so Phoenix is already rank 5. Thing, he's gonna go to rank 5. I don't know exactly when, but he will go to rank 5. And if I could max out his Sig level along with Phoenix and Mysterio, my prestige would be 10,633. Which, yeah, that prestige thing would be, it'd be solved, man. Prestige issue would not be an issue anymore, and then I can go back to ranking whatever else. So you got a 3 to 4 science gem. Oh, I do have those gems too, don't I? That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. I said I was gonna save it for Thing too. Dude, worked out. All right. I didn't have a 2 to 3. Yeah, no 2 to 3, but I do have this 3 to 4. Oh, perfect, man. It's gonna help save some resources. What's up, BG? You saw the opening. Holy crap, man! That's captain. Thanks, man. Congrats. We'll say with you opening 13 crystals. You had a missed opportunity. Could have done it Friday, on Friday the 13th. Dude, I saw that, man. I saw that 2 days from now. Yes, Friday the 13th. I couldn't wait because of this arena, but I actually did think about that. I did think about it, man. Watch Lag's video. Did not seem helpful on Unawakened Thing. Attempt to use the universal Gemma thing. Really? Didn't seem helpful? I have to go back and watch it again myself, but I thought it was pretty good for Unawakened Thing use. I can't remember though, because it has been a while since I've seen it. Maybe it was more focused on Awakening. I don't know. I mean, he's worth a generic. He can be played on Awaken, worth a generic, but maybe only worth a generic if you can give him a lot of Sig Stones. That's kind of how I feel with my lack of experience. I don't know exactly what's best for him, but. So how does it feel, BG, to still not have Blade? I'm sure you're perfectly okay with it. Yeah, I'm perfectly okay with it now, but still would have been nice if I can go back in time and have Blade for when I needed him the most. Brian, Passerine? Passerine is your word? Okay, Passerine is a type of crystal, I want to say. It's a type of rare stone, whatever you want to call it. I want to say the color is similar to that of like a clear-ish pink. I'm gonna go with a clearish pink color. Mostly see-through, but it definitely has a strong pink tone to it, and that is my guess. Heenach, dude, what in the world, Heenach? Is that over 50 Canadian bucks, dude? Thank you so much, man. Saying great polls, Banana Man finally retiring from the game. Thanks for the years of free entertainment and farewell to the MCOC community too. It was a fun ride. Oh man, damn, dude, I was just about to say it's been a while since I've seen you. Hope all is well and all that. But I guess that's that, huh? Finally deciding to part ways with the game. All right, man, it's understandable. Hey, man, if you ever feel like coming back, you know where you can find some good people to hang out with. Dude, thank you so much for the extremely generous 50 bucks, man. Talking about 25 toonies, 50 loonies. Dude, thank you so much. And yeah, man. Yeah, exactly what Esmer is saying. Bittersweet. I'm sure you'll enjoy some time away from the game, and maybe that'll be it completely. And hey, man, understandable if it is. But like I said, if you ever do feel like coming back, it was fun, guys. Bless you all, and may the RNG be with you. All right, dude. Well, whatever you move on to next, enjoy it, dude. Thank you again. Stream is lagging. I've got no dropped frames here. So if stream's lagging, it's either YouTube or it might be possibly on your end. You check Twitter. Someone responded to your tweet. It's important. If you're saying it's important, then it must be Joel. Let's see. It's not Joel. It is the at Marvel Champions tag though. Can't take credit for that, Brian, but we're glad Domino shared her luck with you. Thanks. Was not Joel. But Heenach, dude, thank you again, man. And yeah, for real, take care of yourself, dude. It's been good having you around for however long you've been playing. All right, let's get to some stuff. Let's get to some stuff here. So I need to dump my energy. Actually, I need to do this She-Hulk thing, man. I missed yesterday's. I've missed 2 of them so far. I've gotten the rest. I have missed 2, but I need the resources. I need to actually do this. Is it 3.1? Somebody was saying something like that in the story. Let me go check real quick. Or wait, time for time 3.1? Oh, that's the event quest thing? Oh, man, I'm not in there yet. Is there anywhere else? Fishy Dota sent it over a couple bucks. Thank you very much. Saying nice job on getting the thing. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I can't see anything else than that clairvoyant live stream. I can hear your voice. You might be the only one, because everyone else seems to be pretty good. Definition is up, by the way. Oh, definition. Where's... passerine, adjective relating to or denoting birds. Damn it, it's bird related. Of a large order distinguished by feet that are adapted for perching, including all songbirds. Noun, a passerine bird, a perching bird. Damn it. I really thought I was onto something with the crystal thing. I was hoping. Alright. We'll love to see Joel in one of your Itemless streams. If you think I talk trash about it all, one can only imagine what Joel will do to you. Yeah, but he'd do it in a fun way. So I'd welcome it. Or 2.1 in this month's event quest. Okay, 2.1 in this month's event quest. I can do that. That works. Wait, I was in the right area. Why did I back out? Well, I want to do it in a low energy area. Oh, perfect. Beginner mode. Let's chuck all these guys. Wish I had a 5-star She-Hulk, but I don't. So, pop this in here. Wait, am I in the right area? Oh, wait, all the way down here, though? Well, I can't do that. That's too much energy. Or did I mess up and go somewhere wrong? Corvus Glaive sending over $2. Wow. Saying, what are you going to do with me? Wink, wink. P.S. Happy birthday, Beaver. Corvus Glaive, the anonymous Corvus Glaive, new user, never seen this person in my life before. Sending over $2. Thank you very much. Corvus, it's funny, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do with Corvus exactly. Obviously I'm gonna rank him up at some point, but dude, Thing is like top priority actually. Corvus is second top priority, and I have to evaluate all my resources basically and all that stuff. So yeah. Also, Star is right. You'd spend the entire stream fangirling over Joel. That is true. Yeah. You say I'm not fun, and then you wonder why I divorced your ass. Look, you're fun most of the time, Cam. You're fun most of the time. Just like, okay, so here's the thing. I'll say exactly why I tried to just let you guys know. 'Cause, okay, I get it, you know, the times where, like, I fail and bomb and strike out and all that stuff. Hey, man, it's fair game, you know? You guys could talk all the trash you want. It's all in good fun and all that, right? But then it carries on to you know, it just gets to be too much, and then I just gotta let you know. Otherwise, if it kept going on and I didn't say something, well, then I would actually get pissed and actually be upset, and then streaming wouldn't be fun anymore and all that. So that's all it is, man. Just letting you guys know. And then there are people, like John. I read your message before, and I responded to that one. And I know you're, you know, I know you're a good person and all that, and supportive and all that. So I didn't mean to like pick out your message in particular. But then there are some names that I see that are like, you know, it's my first time seeing their name in the chat. Just saying like, this is dumb, you suck, all this stuff. I'm just like, okay, dude, whatever, man, just get out then, you know. So it's kind of more talking about that. I just, you know, Whatever, man. Let's just get back to this. What we got a dual target too? I don't know if I could really do the dual target. I guess I'll just do the time after time thing. Is it 2 energy for the time after time one? Oh, someone does say 2 energy. All right, let me just go do that. I'll begin this time after time quest. Is it worth doing on heroic? 4-star. What are the individuals? Master? Yeah, definitely worth it on Master. Okay, we'll go into Master. Go through some of these. Tried to combat some of that, but yeah, I mean, there's no stopping it. It's fine. You need 18 duels? Yeah, I don't have 18 duels. Maybe you should sleep the nights before item the shenanigans so you don't get cranky. Well, I mean, I slept fine enough last night. Like, yeah, I would have preferred a little bit more, but I'm telling you, like, I can tell when it's, like, actual crankiness and, like, you know, just don't want to be doing something, just agitated. Like, I wasn't there. Maybe it came off that way, but I certainly, wasn't feeling cranky or whatever. I have no problem admitting it if that's what it was. Actually, yeah. I don't know why I'm setting up this team like it really matters. Oh, crap, and I don't have suicides on. I should throw those back on real quick. I guess we're dropping MD. We gotta change this defensive tree too, big time. People complaining about watching something, no one is forcing them to, or just attention seeking, no reason for you to put up with it or give it attention. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. Like I was saying, it's fine on some level, but you know, it just gets to be a bit much sometimes. That's all. Anyway, Brian H sent it over 2. Where's your last 2? Or last message? I mean, hang on. Whoops. If you heard Windows dings, those are mine. Do not check your computer. Brian H. Last one is, this conversation should be ended. I love what you do, and if others do not, they can leave. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to continue the conversation on much more. I just wanted to explain. Because I always want people to feel like welcome to you. I don't want people to feel bad for any reason, you know what I mean? Well, like I said, every once in a while you just gotta be blunt about it. That's all. But thank you very much. Bo Husine. I don't know if I'm saying, I probably messed up your name. I'm so sorry if I did. You sent over $10. Thank you very much. Saying, hey BG, happy for your amazing opening. Keep up the good work. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the very generous $10. Happy that happy with like super happy with the opening. Really, can't say it enough, man. So yeah, thank you very much for the 10 as well. All right, trying to remember my build here. Well, I mean, I do remember it, but I have 1 extra point in offense right now, so I have to tweak. I'm gonna have to tweak something a little bit. I said it's fine to give you a hard time about mistakes you make in a fight, but that's different than attacking the concept of doing an item list. Yeah, you know what? That's a really good way of putting it. That's probably the best way I've heard about it. Is I really don't mind when you know, if I mess up and stuff like that, call it out, man. Have a good time with it. That's all I like to do with it too, because that's all you can do with it, right? And I got no problem with putting out the mistakes, but the concept of doing itemless is something that I really like, and I get that it's, you know, wouldn't be for everybody. Fitz Schillingford said it over 2 saying for your epic crystal opening, Mr. Grant. Fitz, thank you very much for the 2, man. Appreciate it. Dude, what is this? This is amazing. Like, not only do I get great champions out of the crystals, but a bunch of people sending over super chats as congratulations. It's like a double win. Thank you, guys. Brian H sending over another 2 as well. Saying, Mr. Lot, give us a catch-up, sir. With the item list? Oh, man. There's not much to catch you up on. I haven't been completing paths lately. It's been tough, man. These last paths that I have left are really, really difficult. But this last opening is giving me some extra oomph to get through it. Oh, you know what? I don't have an extra point in offense. I forgot. I just normally have a point in courage instead of this last point in cruelty. So actually, this will be fine. Next time I drop my masteries to place defense, I'll swap that back. But for now, it's good. Yeah, so I don't know the last time you checked in, but currently I have 3 paths left in the second to last quest, and I actually have 8 loops, all 8 loops left in the final quest. I thought there was only 7, but there's actually 8, so technically 11 paths if I don't double up on any of them, which at this point I'm leaning more towards not doubling up on them, just so I could have more opportunities, just faster getting to the champion, and slightly easier. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So 11 paths in total remaining. Why does it look like I have so many points available? I know I'm going to put points in Coagulate. I'm going to put all 3 in here. Oh, Despair. Okay. Now I'm remembering. Alright, there we go. Maxed out Despair, and then maxed out Limber is my next move. Hi BG, good morning. Any chance you are bringing Banana Face stickers to Comic-Con? I would love one. Enzo, yes, dude. I have some stickers, yeah. I have something a little bit extra for you as well. It's not much. Don't get too excited, but I have something a tiny bit extra for you. And anyone going to Comic-Con, I have stickers, yeah. I have like a ton of stickers, man. A ton of the Banana Face stickers. I feel like it feels weird. Like, please ask me for one, because I'm just going to be walking around with them. So, like, please ask me one, because I don't know, it feels weird just going around, like, handing out stickers like it's my event, you know? Like, because it's, obviously, it's not. It's freaking the entire community, and, you know, not everyone's into my channel and stuff like that, so I don't want to just be like, yeah, here you go, here's my stickers, and then have people be like, thanks, dude, and like throw it on the ground, you know? So if you want a sticker, I have plenty of them. Just ask, completely free, of course, and yeah. Brian A sent over another 2 saying Warlock Magic or Sim Supreme for my next rank 5. A lot of good options. I'm a huge fan of Warlock. I don't know what you need, because they're some different champions. They all do have a little bit of... I was going to say power control, but Sim doesn't really have power control, right? He's more of like buff control. I'm a huge fan of Warlock, and I think Warlock, if I let my bias through a little bit, is my vote. But I don't know what you need. And all 3 of those are good. But yeah, I have to vote Warlock just because he's so damn cool, animation-wise and all that. But really, any of those are good, and it depends. Best power controller is Magic. My personal favorite Mystic champion is still Symbiote Supreme for now. We'll see what happens with Maw. But I really enjoy playing Symbiote Supreme. And yet I still love Warlock the most. I think just having a way to shut down healing is so powerful in this game, without needing to, like, it's just shut down basically from the start of the fight. You don't have to jump through any hoops to shut it down. It's basically just shutting it down with him. So yeah, that's my vote. But again, whoever you need. Thank you very much for another 2. Shark said over 5 as well, saying, I'm so happy and proud of your opening. You're growing up in front of us, man. Wow. Thank you, Shark. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much. My den needs a new message of the day. What do you say? Message of the day is Shark loves Lola. That's it. That's the message. Just go around and stick one on people's forehead. Yeah, see, that's I feel like that's going to rub people the wrong way. I will okay, so last year I barely gave out any stickers. And I have these things, and like, what am I gonna do with them? So this year I probably will. Like, if you come up to me and say hi, I probably will just try to give you a sticker. But it would make it less awkward for me if you guys asked for them. So yeah, please feel free to ask for a sticker. All right. Anyway, oh, that's right. I want to do this quest. I didn't want to exit out. I just wanted to change. I just wanted to throw suicides on. So what do you got to do with these quests? Oh, they're short. Oh, that's good. I never even looked to see how big they are. Nice. Shark loves Lola BG 2019. Yep, there it is. Green just wanted confirmation of Warlock, sir. Awesome. Fly post those bad boys BG. The stickers you're talking about? Just watched your opening. Congrats. I hate you. Thank you very much. Gave them out at Dave & Buster's. We did give them out at Dave & Buster's too, yeah. What the heck is Tank Buster and how does it work? It's based off your block proficiency, but I feel like most champions have relatively good block proficiency that we use. So yeah, basically it's just the enemy gains additional power, essentially. Going to NYCC next year though, BG? Dude, you best not be lying, Shark. Make it. It's fun. Fun, so fun. Watching the opening, so enjoyable. Felt like it was my opening, especially after the way it started. It was like, oh no, here we go again. Dude, I was feeling the same way. I was thinking like, no, dude. This can't be. Like, I got 18 champions on screen. Like, come on, man. It's getting none of them at the start, but... Whew. Zurafa Blaze. Sending over one of them loonies. Thank you very much. Where's your last message at? Here we go. BG, I saw a video where Ilax said it's almost pointless going for a Legends title without one of the newest iPhones. Do you agree with him? Pretty much. I don't think you need the newest anymore. I think the iPhone... when the iPhone 7 came out, it felt like it was a pretty big step up from the iPhone 6 in terms of speed. But since then, I don't think there's been that big of a difference in the latest iPhones. There's still a difference. You know, obviously there's still advancing technology, getting faster and faster, and the newer the iPhone or iPad you can get, the bigger advantage you're going to have over everyone else. But I think anyone with I don't know, at this point iPhone 7 might be cutting it too close time-wise, but I would say iPhone 8 or better and you're good. Seeing a load time of 2 seconds entering a fight, 2 seconds leaving a fight. iPhone 7 is 6 seconds leaving a fight. iPhone 8 is 4.5 seconds leaving a fight. Tested it all, bro. So yeah, iPhone 8 then. Like I was saying, should be good. I think it depends too on what's it called? It depends on how new your device is, like, or like how much you've used your device. Because like a new iPhone 7 is better than is going to be faster than an iPhone 7 that you've been using every day for the past few years. So it depends on that too. It depends on a bunch of things. Oh wait, you're saying 4.5 seconds? Wait, just for leaving a fight? Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, so mine is an iPhone 8 Plus. Let's see. I don't know what that was exactly, because I guess I don't have a human stopwatch in my head. But I feel like it wasn't 4.5 seconds. Let me just pull up on a stopwatch real quick. Okay, I'm gonna hit start now. Yeah, that was just over 2 seconds. Barely over 2 seconds. A few milliseconds over 2, basically. So it really depends on a lot of things. It's definitely good enough. Having a I plan on using my iPhone. Oh, and it also depends on where you're going for that Legends run. Because if you're going for a Legends run in the monthly event quest, which is the most common place, then loading speed matters more than if you're going for a Legends run in something like Act 6, for example. It really depends on like I said, it really depends on your actual phone, and how frequently you use it and all that stuff. How many things you've had downloaded on it, the strength of the battery probably impacts it, because I think Apple slows down your device depending on how old the battery is. I don't know. Anyway, Big Man 3537 sent it over $5. Thank you very much, saying here is some money since you had a killer 5-star crystal opening. Dude, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Like I said, it feels like a double win, man. I got awesome champions, and you guys are sending over super chats. Thank you. Star saying last plus read mamas. Okay, yeah. I see Laura sending over $1 in the chat here. Better yet, come say hi to me, and I will hand you a sticker for spotting me. That's true. My wife has the stickers too, and all that. So yeah. Either one of us. Yeah. Just keep replaying the reaction of Chunky of you pulling out your stickers, and it was great, and I miss it. Yeah, Star. Yeah. Oh man. That was pretty funny. Congrats on the polls, BG. Not. LOL. Thanks, Yeet. Appreciate it, man. 6.3 Legend Run will be a week, right? It depends. 6.2 was certainly, I think, the longest we've ever seen. It doesn't. You could have been using a 5-year-old Android device, and you would have been good for 6.3. I'm sorry, for 6.2. 6.3, I think is. I don't think it's going to be as long, but it's not going to be device dependent at all. I'm thinking it's going to be at least a day and a half to 2 days. I think it's going to be slightly more competitive, and there's not going to be gates. And it seems like Kabam is generally going to make things a little bit easier, but I don't know if that's totally true, because I didn't catch any of the beta action, but yeah. Oh, and I should say too about the iOS and Android thing and all that. So this game used to be extremely favored towards iOS devices in terms of loading speed, and when I say extremely, I mean extremely. Like, the difference used to be, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times slower on an Android device. Like, I used I was using a Samsung Note 5 when it was like the newest uh, available. And I mean, it's a good phone, man. At the time, it was like I don't know, top Android phone basically. And still, it was like 15 to 25 seconds loading in and out of fights. The only reason I'm on an iOS device is because of that loading time. It was just too much, man. I just couldn't enjoy the game with that kind of loading. It's gotten a lot better lately, though. So these days, if you have one of the newer Android devices, I don't know exactly what the loading time is, but my wife has a Pixel 2, which at this point is a couple years old. Because they're already leaking info about like the Pixel 4 and stuff like that, right? So it's still a strong device, no doubt. And I don't know exactly how the loading time is, but it's not bad. It's like, I don't know, I want to say 5 seconds, something like that. So it might be too slow for the way the monthly Legends run is set up right now. It's a pretty big disadvantage. I would say it might still be doable, but it puts you at a pretty big disadvantage. But it's gotten to the point where, like, for casual play, it wouldn't even bother me, and I would have never switched devices had it been like this when I was on Android. Tweet. What is this? 10 has been updated. My wife has been playing this other game. Laura's been playing this other game. Keep saying my wife as if you guys don't know her. But Laura's been playing this other game, Shark Love Slow PG 2019. It's a bit more on the casual level, since yeah, MCOC can be a bit demanding sometimes. What's the name of it again, even? Dragon's Den or something like that? I'm not slow, you're slow. Alright, ooh, this might be my first time fighting Vision. Did I fight Vision in the quest? I don't know. I've only done the easier difficulties of the monthly event quest, so if I have fought Vision, it's only been like auto fight style. I've got a Pixel 2 and it works fine. I break out an iPad for Arena though. That sounds about right. Merge Dragon, that's what it is? Okay. So you think Note 10 plus 5G could do it? Well, it just depends on your loading time in the fights, really. So here's the thing. It's not all about the loading time. It's just that it puts you at a serious disadvantage. Like, if we talk about the best possible champion to do a Legends run, and you maybe you don't have that best possible champion. Maybe you're going in with option B or option C. It's the same thing. It just puts you at a disadvantage. So you just have to be that much better than the competition. So let's say you're loading 1 second slower into and out of each fight for the monthly event quest. I don't know how many fights there are in total. Let's say 2 seconds even. And let's say there's 150 fights in total. So 150 fights times 4 seconds, essentially. And we'll even add, like, 10 seconds per... Let's say per quest, because just getting, like, hitting the replay button, loading that sometimes. I mean, I don't know how much time to even adjust for that. We'll just add, I don't know, we'll add like another 5 minutes on top of this. So 600 seconds, is 10 minutes plus the 5 minutes extra or something like that. Let's just call it 15 minutes extra due to loading. There's a bigger difference, or maybe there isn't. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is between the #1 person and the 100th person in the monthly event quest, but there's probably 15 minutes of leeway there. So if you're just on top of absolutely everything, you crush all the fights, you have the best champions going into it, it's probably possible to do it on one of the top Android devices that are released here. It's just, again, you're at a disadvantage, you know. Number 1 was 252, and I was 20th with 257. Okay, so I mean, there's 100% more than 15 minutes. Not even just based off your time, but just based off of some other times that people have told me. So yeah, there's more than 15 minutes difference. So yeah. John Smith said it over 2. Thank you very much. Saying new player that Pug Life has question. Also, grats. Thank you very much. That Pug Life. Where is your question that John is asking me to read here? I meant the Hammer guys. He called Ronan. Sorry, I forgot the name of him. Ronan is that guy, yeah. Hey, new subscriber. What champion do you think I should level up? I'm like level 12. Red Skull, Hela, Black Panther, Civil War, Winter Soldier, or Ronan, all 3-star. Hang on. Before I get to that, give me 1 second. How far in am I? Because I thought I'd be... Oh, that's right. It's the... Oh, God. I'm not even... Okay. We got to go through the first 2 chapters, huh? All right. I'll go through a little bit faster. Okay. So... They're all 3 stars. That's fine. I would say this. Out of all of those champions... I would not recommend going Hela. She has high damage potential, but it's a very difficult style to play, and I would not recommend any new player. I hardly recommend veteran players play Hela, so I would definitely not recommend any new player play her. So I wouldn't really go with Hela so much. Some of the other ones aren't too bad. I'm kind of favoring Winter Soldier. But here's the thing, Winter Soldier is not like some amazing champion. He just has relatively simple abilities, easy to manage. You know, his special 1 actually does decent damage, good bleed effects to it. Or even if you built up to like special 2 or special 3, it's pretty good. So I'd recommend him. Ronan is actually probably the most useful out of all those champions that will kind of long-term have a use in this game, where if you get him awakened, if you duplicate him in the crystals or use an awakening gem on him, whenever the enemy has lots of buffs, you can actually stun lock the enemy with your special 1 ability. So it's not gonna be useful in every fight, but there are certain nodes in this game, there's certain special fights that you're gonna come across where the enemy just has a lot of buffs. So I wouldn't necessarily rank him up right away. Like I said, I'd probably favor Winter Soldier out of the bunch that you got there. Black Panther might not be too bad either, because as you take hits, he kind of stores that damage and can reflect it and all. But I'd probably recommend Winter Soldier for now. And you know, if you have some spare resources to throw into to Ronan, it wouldn't be a bad idea for like the future. But you're also going to be pulling other 3 stars and stuff like that, and even getting into some 4 stars if you keep at it. So you're going to get some better champions than what you have too. They're fine enough to get you started, that's for sure. But just to let you know, you're like early on, you might be switching between a few different champions as you pull them relatively quickly. So just keep that in mind. And John, thank you again for the 2. Oh wait, did I hit replay on this? Whoops. Or wait. Oh no. Okay. Never mind. I'm just losing my mind. I thought I started from the bottom of the map. Every time I get on your stream, there's a promotional video for Diets Nuts. For Diets Nuts? Is that a thing, or is that just a a D's nuts joke in a way that I haven't seen it before. BG, what are you thinking about nerfing Cole? Well, I'm curious to see what Kabam does with the champion more than anything. It's hard to tell if it's just going to be a nerf or if it's going to be a rebalance in the way of lowering his damage but increasing his survivability. Because as it stands right now, he doesn't really need a nerf in my opinion. Because he has a lot of damage, but he lacks the utility to make him a useful champion. So if they just nerf his damage, it's pretty unfortunate, man, because like I said, doesn't really need it. His damage is crazy, but it's so hard to use that you can't really utilize it. But it could actually be a good thing if Kabam decides to increase his survivability at the cost of some of his damage. It might make him more usable all around. So it's hard to say without seeing exactly what they're going to be doing. They kind of worded it like it's just going to be a damage reduction, but they also kind of left it open. Let me read exactly what they said again. So the post said, the goal of Cole's rebalance is to make... Oh wait, no, that's not the... where's the line? Well, he does have his limiting factors once he's fully ramped up. No. Where? Okay, I guess it was that last line. The goal of Cole's rebalance is to make tuning changes that keeps Cole Obsidian as one of the top damage dealers in game. So, like I said, you could interpret that. I could easily interpret that, and it might be correct to interpret that as they're just going to be lowering his damage, and they're trying to soften the blow by saying, "Hey, don't worry, guys. He's still going to be a top damage dealing champion in the game." But I don't know, man. It is a little bit open to, like, increasing his survivability. I think if people give Kabam that feedback of like, "Hey, might not be too pissed if you just increase the dude's block proficiency or give the dude something." Because then there was another post too, a follow-up post, where it says, as a reminder, we did say that we'll approach these on a case-by-case basis, and we'll not be able to make any comments on this yet, referring to compensation, because we don't know what Cole's balance pass will look like at all yet. See, I guess this is the part where it's a little bit more open. Because if they just said, we're going to lower his damage, then they know exactly what it's going to look like. They're going to lower his damage, right? But if they're saying, we don't know what Cole's balance pass will look like at all yet, it leads me to believe that there might be something more going on there. So I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to tell without like having all the details of what the balance update's going to be. So we'll see. Esmir sent it over too. Thank you very much, saying, BG, if only you had a thing for that gate. Yeah. ... If only. Dude, if I pulled thing before going into Act 6 today, I would have just called it off. I'd have been like, you know what, guys? I'm going to wait till I level up thing. Let me not even bother. Let me not even mess around in here. I'll just get this thing. But yeah. Thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. Slim Mike 81 sent it over 5. Saying BG got 5-star Corvus and awakened him. I am sad. He evades me. Well, you gotta have Proxima on the team. Sorry, bad joke. Didn't even make sense, really. Such a bad True Strike joke. Dude, Slim Mike, thank you very much for the 5, man. He evaded me for a very long time as well. Many crystals popped open without seeing that guy. I'm still surprised, shocked that I got him twice in the same opening. It was a real throwback to the time where I got Doctor Strange twice in the same opening. way back in the day. I couldn't believe that when that happened. But dude, thank you for the 5. I wish you the best of luck in getting them. Did BG answer my question? Interjabs are shoddy today. I didn't, but I see your next message here. BG, congrats on the 5-star opening. Thanks, man. Now, thoughts on the Cole nerf? Well, I was just talking about that. If they issue rank down tickets, would you use said ticket to take a dupe 5-star Captain Sparkles up, or just keep Cole at rank 4? I mean, as it stands today, even before the balance update, Captain Sparkles is much better. Oh, and you just sent over 2 as I was reading your message. Well, thanks, man. As it stands today, yeah, Captain Sparkles is significantly more useful than Cole, and I would definitely recommend going with Sparkles over Cole any day. But if they do something else to make Cole more usable, you know, we'll have to see. But yeah, if all they do is lower his damage, I would absolutely 100% rank him down. Yeah. I would rank him down, take up Sparkles, and for sure. I mean, even after the update, it's likely that Sparkles is going to be the better of the 2 champions, even if they gave Cole more survivability, just because Sparkles is amazing. Sparkles is amazing, and she has poison immunity and some other stuff going on with her that Cole just does not have. So, we'll see what happens, though. But okay, thank you very much for the 2. Do you think there'll ever be a time in this game's future where there would be a weekly Tier 2 Alpha arena? They'll probably, I would imagine they would throw some Tier 2 Alpha fragments in the Tier 1 Alpha arena that we have right now. That's what I think they would do. I don't know if we would necessarily have just a Tier 2 Alpha arena itself. I feel like they would keep the majority of those rewards more towards alliance-based events or story quests and stuff. BG, when are these new toys getting ranked up? Cody, good question, man. I gotta plan it all out though, dude. I don't know. I gotta figure out how many resources I have and all that. I still need to save 2 Tier 5 basics for possibly pulling Ghost, because you know the goal is still Legends run 6.3 and 6.4, and Ghost should still be the strongest for that by far, probably. So probably more so now that there's no gates. Although actually, I don't know how much the gates even held her back, to be honest. So maybe that didn't matter as much. But I think there's more health in these fights for 6.3, if I'm not mistaken. That's the one thing that I remember about the tiny bit that I saw from people going through 6.3, is I think they have higher health pool, and that favors someone like Ghost, who can pop on a tech boost, pop an L2, and then immediately L2 again. Whereas other characters that don't have hard-hitting specials, it's going to put them at a little bit of a disadvantage speed-wise. So even, you know, someone like Omega, who is decently fast, yeah, he just gets thrown back because of not being able to take advantage of the boosts. B. Daniels sent it over too, saying tweet, and Corvus will help with Cosmic Path. He might. He damn sure might. B. Daniels, thank you very much. Where is your tweet? Oh, here we go. Best champs in the game, right? Aha! Got yourself a Fraggle Rock, eh? Fraggle Rock and Winter Soldier. Nice, man. Well, he may not be the best champ in the game, but congrats on, again, a 6-star nonetheless, man. Still a low chance out of those crystals. I'd be happy with any 6-star out of those things. Yeah, thank you for the 2. BG doesn't have the gold to rank up his champs. Mr. Sandman, you are correct. I do not have the gold to rank up both Thing and Corvus. I gotta figure out what to do. And it leads me all the more to wanting to grind for the Thing dupe instead of just giving the Awakening Gems, because I need the gold. So yeah. I don't think they know what they want to do with Cole yet. Someone at Kabam saw big numbers and screamed nerf. With feedback, they could actually make him more usable with more block efficiency, like I said. Yeah, that's just it. Is like, yeah, great minds. Yeah, exactly. I think I understand how people react to these things, like emotions just out on the table. Especially those who grinded for this dude in the arena or spent a bunch on cav crystals and all that. But I think the best way to respond to this is just coming in with that like clear, level-headed mindset of like, okay, here's the problem with Cole. If you guys are going to rebalance the champion, it needs to be done like this. Make these adjustments here, you know. The champion right now, even in his current state with the high damage output, he's not a usable champion. If you tone down his damage so that it wasn't ridiculous and it wasn't so far above the pack, or in the way that they see it at least, but gave him the survivability to help balance him out and make him a well-rounded champion, then I think everybody would win in that situation. You know, I'm sure some people would still be upset because you know, I think he would be more usable for the general public, like the general player. But there are some people that they probably just wanted that ultra glass cannon champion, and no matter what, when his damage is changed, they're not going to be happy. I mean, that's how I felt about Rocket when I first started playing this game. Rocket was my favorite champion. If they were to rebalance Rocket to like lower his damage and give him increased survivability, I wouldn't have been happy. I wouldn't have been happy at all. The reason I liked Rocket is because of his explosive damage, because every time he threw that grenade and landed those crits, it was super fun to me. So, you know, I would totally understand if even if they increased like the representation by balancing him in a good way. Some people would still be upset, and hopefully they get the compensation and all that. I mean, there's never really like true compensation though, right? Because if somebody spent a bunch of money, they're not getting that money back. But yeah, hopefully it all works out in the end. BG, the one path I did in 6.3.6, I used Aegon, was able to get his combo high because of the large health pools, but the fight still ended in 80 to 90 hits with a combo near 300, no suicides. Yeah, that quest too, Cody, I think that was the one... Oh wait, no, you're talking about 6... Oh, never mind, you're saying 6.3. For a second there, I thought you were talking about 6.1, that one quest where it just loops around and around. Okay. 80 to 90 hits without suicide. Suicides do a lot for Aegon, so I'm curious to see what those numbers are with suicides on. Of course it'd be lower, right? Its damage output would be higher, but I'm curious to see like if it would be competitive with someone like Ghost. I feel like it's probably not, but I don't know. It's probably fun to use him. In terms of like not doing a Legends run, it's probably super fun to use Aegon in that quest. But talking specifically about Legends runs, I just feel like the way it's set up is going to be just that much more biased towards, you know, Ghost. Without any gates to hold her back, without global nodes, so she's going to be usable for most paths, and the high health pools, but not too high. Not like Labyrinth style high where, I mean, if we, you know, like the Labyrinth of or not the Labyrinth, the Realm of Legends leaderboard says it all. If you guys have ever seen Mutamat's leaderboard that he has, it's a no rules leaderboard, so anything goes. You can boost, you can do whatever you want, and Ghost got through Realm of Legends in I don't know, it was like 11 minutes or something like that. Because you get a ton of power back on your L2, and the health pool in 6.3 I think is below that, which means you're getting even more power back, and those fights, they're going to end real fast. Aegon is much fun. Yeah, I think he's gonna be super fun for that for 6.3. I am happy for that because for like I don't know. I feel bad telling people that I like personally I wouldn't awaken Aegon and all this because I know some people really like Aegon and want to awaken him, especially people who need to do Labyrinth. And if I had to do Labyrinth, then I would awaken him probably, but it's just so hard to use the champion elsewhere. But in 6.3, it seems like this is going to be another opportunity for Aegon to shine. It's going to be real fun. A lot of people get disappointed when a champion doesn't hit hard like Ghost, like by Odin's Beard. Not every champion in this game should hit like a train. That's true, but for if we're talking about Cole here, that was his one thing, is that he did hit like a freight train, man. It was that was all he had. He didn't have the utility, you know, which is again why I thought he was balanced. It's like because he didn't have that. Honestly, I think a lot of it comes down to immunities. We talk a lot about his survivability overall, and it kind of wraps immunities up in that too. But it's in a lot of the ways talking about his block proficiency and doesn't have a way to heal, doesn't have a way to shrug off suicides unless we're talking about throwing in Nick Fury, which together, you know, I bet that would make a really fun team. So all those things are kind of wrapped in one, but really I think a lot of it is lack of any type of immunities or resistances to like certain things, all that stuff, because there just are other characters that exist that have that stuff covered and can also hit like a truck. And when you have stuff like that, or not even hitting like a truck, just dealing heavy amounts of damage, because I guess Omega technically doesn't hit like a truck, but I mean the amount of degen he has is crazy, right? So if you're looking for a champion that like if you have to bring this type of champion along to a quest anyway, then why even give up a slot to Corvus? Or I'm sorry, not Corvus, to Cole. So it's so infrequently able to be used as it is. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they do to him. I don't think they're gonna give him an immunity, but it would be nice if they gave him at least some higher block proficiency or something else. I don't know, physical resistance maybe, because it seems like he has. It just seems like the dude has really thick skin, so maybe that would make more sense than. I mean, let's go look at it. Maybe that would make more sense than increasing his block proficiency, or maybe a combination of the two. I don't know. But like, look at this dude's skin. Like, come on, man! It looks like you can't pierce this at all, and he even has a little bit of armor on top of that, but. It looks like if I stab this guy in the shoulder, I wouldn't even be able to get the knife like an inch deep. He's not going to be bleeding, you know what I mean? So yeah, if they did something like that, and then you could say, okay, well, he still has, there's still a counter to him. If you fight him in a quest, then you just bring in a champion that deals energy damage or something like that. And I feel like that would be a good way to balance him. Make him like the ultimate physical resistance champion. Maybe throw a little bit of block efficiency his way too. Just because you don't want him to be super stacked physical resistance wise. Like to where it's too absurd. In that direction. But yeah. Make Doctor Strange OP versus him? Exactly, yeah. BD condoning stabbing on a stream. Yeah, I know. It did sound funny after I said it. Like, yeah, so I'm going to go and stab this guy in the shoulder. No, but... Night Banana Man in chat. Alright, Shark. Have a good one, dude. Like, Neymar came out, he hit like a truck. Then Mysterio comes out with a different damage mechanic. And everyone was like, meh. Sort of. I think Mysterio's fine. Mysterio, I mean, he's not going to be used in every situation, but I definitely agree with what you're saying. Mysterio's fine. He doesn't always, and he does hit hard enough. I feel like he's a good example of a nice balanced champion that isn't too OP or anything. L Forky sending over $1. Thanks, man. Where's your last one at? Saying, sup, BG? Just watch your 5-star opening, and what a lucky doo-doo you are. Congrats. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you for the $1. Thank you for the congrats. I do feel very lucky. Well, Brian, congrats, bud. It was due time for great opening. Really happy for you. Thanks, Celez. Yeah, man. I think there was. I can't remember how many people in 4 Loki didn't have Corvus. Because it always changed with people coming and going and all that. But I think there were like 4 of us in total. I think there was down to 3 of us at one point. No, I think it was 4. It was like me, Let Taters, Mad Cat, and someone else. I can't remember who. But then I think a couple other people joined, some people left, and I think FaZe doesn't have him now. Anyway, it was basically like the entire alliance using Corvus, and the few of us just sitting there like twiddling our thumbs like, yeah, we'll just use other champions for this content that clearly favored Corvus. BG, you know what would make sense for Cole? He looks strong, but is dumb. Maybe he has low stamina. Remove the ramp up, but he runs out of steam like Corvus. Heavy burst champ? Maybe. What you're saying makes sense. It does look like he'd start breathing pretty heavy after a little while because of his mass. This dude is massive. But I don't know if that would make him too close to Corvus. I mean, it would play into the whole theme of, like, these guys work together, right? Thanos' army. But at the same time, I don't, like, you know, I don't know if it would work out. I don't know if people would take to it as well as they did for someone like Corvus. Because Corvus has a lot of other things going for him, and because of the guaranteed crits, he normally is able to end the fight that fast. With someone like Cole, because he doesn't have the guaranteed crits and all, I don't know if it'd be as enjoyable. It might work, though, depending on how they did it. Cole has some HP to back him up. Yeah, that's true. What is Cole's HP like anyway? Let me go to Aunt May. Cole's not fat, he's soft. What's up, Hobbit? Cole. I know there's like a big Cole on the lead. Actually, let's just go look at the big Cole on the leaderboard. Who is it? It's Jenser, I think, that has him. Oh, yeah. Rank 2. Oh, that's a pretty beefy boy right there, man. Nearly 37,000 health. It is a 6-star, though, so it's a little bit higher than the 5-star version. If they increase his health, too, I think that'd be cool. So, like, give him some... Okay, so they're toning down his... We already know they're toning down his damage, right? I'd be happy if they gave him physical resistance, because the dude just looks like he has physical resistance. His skin looks thick as all hell, man. And he has some armor, too. But mostly his skin. Even his head. Like, his head just looks like he could take a punch, man. So give him some physical resistance. Up his block proficiency a little. Not a ton, but just a bit. And even throw a little bit more health on him. Just to make him more usable overall. Make him more tanky. And I feel like that'd be cool. I'd be happy with that. BJ, I literally mean he uses heavy attack too, like he does instead of Corvus for high damage to make them different. Yeah, that's true. Hey there, Mr. Corvus owner. What's up, Heart of Chaos? It's like I just got a new car. Hey there, Mr. New Car owner. Did you really getting off on Cole's skin? It's getting unhealthy. I know. I'm sorry. Do you think you should try that Magic in 6.2, mate? Maybe. I'm probably gonna bring her for the Mystic Path. Almost for sure gonna bring her for the Mystic Path. Anyway, let's get back to doing this here quest. Still not there yet. Oh God, I'm still. Oh, I'm getting close actually. I'm getting close. Actually, I might just... I could probably play Arena, and then when my energy fills back up naturally, just finish this in the morning. So yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll just go play Arena after this. Cole is such a cool looking character too, man. Like visually, he's one of my favorite. He's a different style. He's not as flashy or pizzazz filled, I'll say, compared to someone like the new Black Widow that just came out, like Claire. But he just has that like badass vibe to him, man. It's a different type of cool that I really appreciate. So I hope they do him justice, man. I hope this rebalance that they're doing is not just a damage nerf. Fingers crossed, dude. And dudettes, dudes. BG, any early thoughts on the cutoffs for the feature this week? Trying to decide whether to go hard at it or for a try or to sob in my thingless life. I don't know, man. It's so hard to tell. I think I'm just gonna guess 60 million, but I could see it. I could see it going lower than that. I could see it going higher than that. I don't know. My worry with the nerf is Kabam's nerfing history. I feel like he's going to get the Doctor Strange treatment. It's possible. I hope he doesn't, but it's possible. BG, you'll find one awesome thing about Corvus. The motions you swipe match his animations. Feels so good to play. Okay. What are your thoughts on my rank 2 6-star Venom the Duck? Do you approve? I definitely approve. Hell yeah, I approve. Poos and poos. Finally, a rank up I can get behind. One of your rank ups that I can get behind. See, Venom the Duck is a little bit like Cole. I mean, just the way I was saying it before, where because Venom the Duck doesn't have immunities, he's such a powerful champion. But a lot of times, you know, can't even always take him into a quest because you need that spot for someone that has immunities. He's a little bit different because Venom the Duck has other utility, and the healing that he has, and even if the enemy is debuff immune, he gives buffs on the L2, so he could still deal massive damage that way. And against bleed immunes, he has the degen. Like, there's a lot more. There's a lot more that Venom the Duck has going for him. So he's certainly seeing a lot more than Cole. But even he suffers a little bit from the no immunity thing, which is also... I don't talk about this much, but I also think that immunities in this game in general... It's one of those like slippery slope type things where you kind of need certain characters to have immunities, and it just makes sense for certain characters to be immune. And you hear people call it out all the time where they say like, dude, how come my Dormammu, he's on fire, how come he's not immune to incinerate and stuff like that, right? And if oh, I accidentally used a full energy refill, not thinking. All right, well, I guess we're going to take care of this now. But anyway, I mean, you can't have robots bleeding and stuff like that, right? So you need immunities in the game. But then it gets to a point where we rely so much on champions that have immunities because that's how the content is set up. And then we rank for immunities. And even in the situations where we're not coming across nodes or enemies where we need those immunities, it doesn't matter because we already ranked our immunity champions. So we're even more likely to ignore champions that don't have immunities, champions like Cole or Venom the Duck or, you know, other champs. So it's... There's no way to go back now. But I almost think it would have been better just to have resistances rather than immunities. And give most champions some type of resistance, you know? Because it's that all or nothing mindset that I think creates problems. and immunity is an all or nothing. But like the the guaranteed crits and the way that Kabam is trying to counter guaranteed crits, or if we go way back to the 100% perfect block, or I'm sorry, 100% block proficiency, which was essentially perfect block. That was an issue. Like, I don't know. I think they were like, yeah, 12.0 was not a good update, right? 12.0 was not a good update, but the ideas behind it, the philosophy behind it, is something that I could really get behind, because this is what other games have done that I've played for forever too, where there are some immunities that exist, and it could make things interesting, but for the most part, there's not really immunities in the games, and it's mostly just like resistances. And like let's take like an RPG for example. There are some things you could do to maybe have like temporary immunities to different elements like fire, but for the most part you're just finding like fire resistant gear or stuff like that, because it limits what you can do in the game if it's just an all or nothing. So there's no real way to go back on that, though, unless they did a massive sweeping update, which they're not going to do that, man. That would be like, that would have to be a bigger update than even 12.0 probably, just because of how many immunity champions exist right now. Just stopped on, sorry for bringing up again, the fact that they ran the Maw/Coal Crystal like a week or so with full intentions to change the champ and zero disclosure, pretty crappy. I didn't even realize they did that. I didn't even realize this crystal came around again. Yeah, they should have definitely announced something before then. It's weird though, because if they announced the buff for Maw beforehand, they probably would have sold more crystals. So it was crappy on their part, but they probably lost out too. It was probably a lose-lose situation, honestly. Kabam lost and the players lost at the same time. Why this game is better than others? I don't know. It's a good game, man. It's a good game, but yeah, I don't know. Something about it. There are tons of good games out there, and yet a lot of us just keep coming back to this one. Some people love it for the Marvel characters. I mean, the art style is clearly amazing for most characters, at least. I'm not even that into Marvel, and yet I just love the game. I guess there's always something going on that's interesting. Interesting to play, interesting to talk about. Community's awesome. Level 27 now in Classic. BG, how about you? Did you end up playing WoW? Yeah, I am playing on a pretty casual level. I tried to play today, and I got online for about 10 minutes total, to give you an idea. Some days I play more than others, but I was able to play for about 10 whole minutes today. So yeah, I'm in the 30s. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm in the 30s though. I'm shocked at how much I remember about the game, which has made like leveling go by way faster than it ever did back when I played the game previously. B. Daniel Senator 5 saying, so like Omega resistance types could be good for upcoming champs. Omega, I mean, he takes things to the next level. But possibly, yeah. Like Omega's different because it's almost better than an immunity. The only way it's not better than an immunity is if you don't have a point in Coagulate. Even then, in a lot of situations, it's still better. But against like the super heavy bleed champions, you need that point in Coagulate, of course. And then up against someone like Void, who you still don't want to debuff on yourself. Other than that, it's better than an immunity. I'm talking more about like Bishop having high energy resistance. To the point where energy resistance It barely deals damage to him, and it sometimes benefit. I mean, I guess that's pretty similar to Omega, just different. But yeah, if all champions had like just varying levels of it for different things, and some maybe they have resistance, just like today, how some have full immunities to multiple. I call them elements, but I mean bleeding isn't always really an element, right? But I'll still call it an element. You could have champions that have high resistances to multiple elements, or maybe just a really high resistance for one element and none for others. And it could vary for all the different champions. And I still think someone like Ghost Rider, who, yeah, the dude's on fire, I get it, but there's got to be some type of fire that can actually hurt the guy. So give him like a crazy high incinerate resistance, but also make it so that, like, I don't know, to me it makes sense at least that he could potentially still take some type of incinerate damage. But just like Omega, it could benefit him too with willpower, so that if somebody puts incinerate on you, you actually heal from it, and could just be another thing for the players to take advantage of. So yeah. Dude, congrats! OMG, lags. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, dude. Just watch your opening night's polls of Dingus. About time you got some good luck. Thanks, Abdo. What server? I'm Ashkandi. I think that's how you say it. Ashkandi. I can't remember how I used to say that. I know just from the past, I'm almost positive that's a sword that drops from like Blackwing Lair or something. Even though I never raided back then, I always drooled over those items that I could never get. All the items, I'm still not going to be raiding this time around either, but all those items, they always looked so cool, and I never got my hands on them. Because raiding is like such a time commitment. What's your server? Okay, so you're Horde side. You're in the 30s already? It didn't take that long, man. I'm telling you, like, I remember all these zones so well. But anyway, I'm on, what's it called? White Mane, Alliance side. I don't really want to say my character's name and all that, just, I don't know, just in case someone thinks it would be like a good idea to like message me MCOC questions while playing or something like that. Which I would probably answer anyway, because why not? There's a lot of just like walking around in that game, but still. Is it Botax? No, it's not Botax. Brian preening at the progress in other games is amusing. Is that or endearing? Hold on. Googling preening. Oh, I've Googled preening before. It came up before. Wait, this is a bird. That's right. That's right. I remember. Admire one's appearance. Is that what this is? Devote effort to making oneself look attractive and then admire one's appearance. Man, I gotta get my vocabulary skills up. Third one. All right. The third one was the congratulate or pride oneself. Okay. I guess referring to me like remembering the stuff. I thought you were saying like just how I was drooling over other people's stuff. Ah, words. When will I understand them? Maybe when I graduate 8th grade. I'll never get there though. Bye, man. I'm going to school now. Have a good one, man. All right. Have a good day at school. BD what champs you recommend for LOL besides Medusa, Blades, Dark, Star-Lord, and Aegon? We've got Ghost as an option that you didn't mention. Nick Fury, I think, could do pretty well since I have him on my team here. Wait, was I using Nick Fury for some of these fights? Did I forget to move down to She-Hulk for some of them? Oh, whatever. Who else did you not mention? Venom the Duck. Is a good option for it, if you build him up the right way, at least. Domino. That was another good option. Those are all the ones I can think of off the top of my head. So running Black Fathom Deeps and got a blue staff and belt. Second time tanking as a druid. It was fun at the very least. Nice, dude. Very nice. Did you play when the game was first out? Cause, dude, when the game first came out, no joke, man, it took me about a month, maybe more. I mean, it's already been. It's been over 2 weeks now since it re-released, but it took me over a month to hit like level 29, I want to say. And I remember this because I finally ran into one of my friends who they're already max level and stuff, and they looked at my character and the first thing they said was to re-roll because I picked like a bad combination of class and race and all that. So they were like, you wasted your time, re-roll. And I was just so hurt. It took me a month to make it that far. Funny enough, this time I did take their advice and I picked the exact combination they told me to pick back in the day. Because they were right. But anyway. What's your plan for next rank? 5s, lags. Well, Thing is definitely going up, dude. I'm definitely ranking up Thing. I mean, Corvus, I gotta take the dude up to rank 5 at some point too. Let me check. Let me look at my catalyst because I've been saving catalysts, but I did use 2 on Phoenix recently. Okay, so I have 4.5. I need to make sure that I have enough catalysts available so that if I pull Ghost, I can still rank Ghost to rank 5 immediately and use her for 6.3. So that's the only thing. I need to make sure I have tier 5 basics, the tier 2 alpha, the gold, all that stuff. So, yeah. Wait, you opened? Yeah, Super Dirty Pickle, I opened, and there's some spoilers around if you don't feel like being spoiled, leave immediately before I read this next super chat here from B. Daniels. Because B. Daniels sent over 2 saying, I actually yelled F yeah when you pulled Corvus. Dude, that's awesome, man. In my head, I was saying the same thing. I was keeping it family friendly, but I was saying the same thing. Thank you very much for the 2. Let's go back to this event. How many more times do I gotta run this? Alright, not that many more times. Tech combat, okay. Oh, it's event quest completion right now? Man, honestly, I feel like burning energy refill. Wait, no. I need to wait for 3-day completion to start. Yeah, it's arena wins right now. Alright. Also, I have to write a second game log for Friday, plus that means I need to find 1 game to write on. Other one we get to pick from a group of 3. Man, those are some fun-sounding assignments. I don't know how, like, are you enjoying the class star, or is it not what you were thinking it would be, or what's your mid-semester takings of the class so far? What are you doing? I'm fighting She-Hulk over and over again for the solo event quest right now. When we got Alliance War Season 11 reward? Season 11 rewards came out a couple weeks ago. If you didn't get them, maybe you didn't have 5 wars in with that Alliance? I don't know. Black Seraphim was also like, skunk, yeah. Yeah. The double fist bump when you pulled Corvus. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Corvus new smell, how long does it last? Yeah. Watched BG's Crystal opening in the bathtub and I fist pumped when he got all the nice pulls. Oh man, I'm just imagining this, including you in the bathtub right now, Poos and Poos. It's making me happy. Is there a way to play Ghost successfully without playing the character in the unique playstyle? Not really. I mean, you could technically still play her just like any other champion, but she wouldn't be very good. And I think that's why they made her so strong, is because they probably knew not everybody would take to that playstyle, that alternate playstyle that she has. Or maybe they didn't even imagine anyone like getting so good at it. I don't know. Because it did take a while for it to catch on. I mean, Pete figured things out relatively quickly, but even Pete, it took him a little bit of time to figure out all the things you could do with her. Did you have a 4-star Ghost? If so, have you been practicing with her for when you get a 5-star for 6.3? I do have a 4-star, max to 550. I have not really been practicing, though. Hope you save some luck for my opening. Don't worry, Lags. I got you, man. Don't worry. Hypothetically, BG, if you haven't finished 6.2 before 6.3 comes out and you need the cat to rank a newly pulled Ghost, would break it off for a Legend Run or find a way to push through? I don't know what I would do, Falstaff. I think I'm just planning my resources out well enough that it doesn't matter if I don't finish 6.2. But hypothetically, the only thing I could really say for sure is that no matter what, 6.2 is getting done itemless. I'm not going to change that no matter how long it takes me to complete 6.2. If I have to 100% 6.3 and 6.4 even before 6.2, that's fine with me. But if I was really desperate for the resources, you'd probably see some back-to-back 8-hour plus streams going on, just really going at it until I break through. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to continue the same pace that I'm currently at, except now I have some new champions. So it's leading me to look up other things to bother Cam about and applying it to this game in ways. Aha, okay. I have a workshop on Friday for learning the software to put together a narrative game, also which should be interesting to get to try. Ooh. Okay. Man, we're a bunch of big nerds. I mean, I feel the same way when I see you guys get good pulls too, so I'm right there with you guys. That's the one thing about this game, man, is like, yeah, sometimes you're like, this guy got the luck again. You know, we all have those thoughts. But for the most part, I think we all get excited when everyone gets good pulls, man. Joshua, sending over $1. Thank you very much. Where's your last one at? Your last one is read last. Okay, I'm on it. Your last one is at Pickle. He released the video 2 hours ago. Alright. It's got to be one before that. I'm on it. BG, are you going to grind to get your thing stronger? Yeah, right now my thing, he's pretty hard, but I need him to be rock hard. You know what I mean? I need this guy to be as hard as possible. Like Sig 200 level of hardness. So, I've been thinking about it, tossing the idea around. All right, one more I need. I think I'm just gonna go for it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for it. Okay. So here's what's kind of bothering me. I could grind for thing, or let's just say hypothetically, yes, I do grind in the arena. And I get top 150. Because I don't even know if I'm going to make top 150. It's a lot of people could potentially be going for this arena. What it does do for me, though, is it allows me to approach the arena in a unitless fashion, where I'm not pressured to have to dump units into it. And I could maybe just put up a high score, as high as possible without refreshing, and say, hey, if I don't get it, it's fine. I have this Awakening Gem to fall back on. But let's say I do get it. Let's say I do get top 150. Sentinel is an option to pick from, and I don't have Sentinel, and you guys know I've wanted Sentinel for such a long time. One of my favorite champions in the game, I would say, that I don't have as a 5-star. Thor is an option as well, and Thor is not even available in the crystals. This is an opportunity to get Thor, an essentially exclusive champion. So Thing would be the most helpful right now. But come 6 months from now, when I would eventually get the Sig Stones naturally or something like that, and I could, you know, and I could get him up to Sig 200. You know, like I would look back and be like, you know, it would have been nice to have that exclusive Thor or Sentinel or something. But at the same time, man, like I really just want Thing Awaken at Sig 200. So I think if I did get 150, I would top 150. I think I would just pick Thing. And if I grinded twice, if I did a double grind, which I don't even know if I could do a double grind, but if I did, it would be Sig 140 immediately, because again, it would be higher than a Sig 140 immediately, because again, I have 100 Sig Stones here, and then because I've been capped out on science for a little while, I've just been banking these Sig Stone crystals, and I'm up to, I think it was 88. Yeah, 88 of these things, which on average is going to come out to about 15 Sig Stones, 14 to 15 Sig Stones. And depending on luck, could be higher, could be lower, of course. But that's essentially like a Sig 155 thing right there. It wouldn't take that much longer to get the dude up to 200. Getting him twice in the arena would just save so much time, because 40 Sig levels is a lot, man. And then it would also save my Awakening Gem, which I could give to Invisible Woman, potentially, or what's the name? Mr. Fantastic? Is that what his name is? The other Fantastic Four dude. So yeah. Lots to think about. B. Daniels sent it over Buck as well. Where's your last one, B. Daniels? K was rubbing his nips when you pulled your good fives. At least that's what I imagined. Wow. It's a good imagination you got there, B. Daniels. Thanks for the buck, dude. Enzo, what do you think about choosing your champions as arena rewards? It seems like a big philosophical change for Kabam. Yeah, it's an interesting change. I don't know if it's just this one-time thing. I was curious about it first as to why Kabam was doing it, and I was told that it was because of the 80th Marvel anniversary thing. That maybe this is just like a special thing for that. I'm curious though if they're going to make this a permanent thing, and either do this occasionally or do this on all of the off weeks. I don't know what they're gonna do. It just like anything, man. It has its pros and cons to it, because let's say, you know, somebody they didn't have Winter Soldier, and they know Winter Soldier, if he's in the arena, is going to go super low comparatively to other 5-stars at least. So we're talking like low 20s, 22, 23, something like that, right? If that even. And maybe they already have Thing, and they don't care about Thing. They just wanted to add a 5-star to their roster because they're an arena grinder and they want to get as many 5-stars as possible. So for that player, it would be way better to not have a system like this, because I mean, this arena, the score is probably going to be pretty high, but any arena where they have options like this are probably going to be pretty high, as long as they have some good options in them. So it does kind of hurt that player that's just looking to expand their rosters and get some easy pickings. from the 5-star arena. So that's the negative side of it. The positive side to it is they can squeeze in a lot more characters, so there's a lot more characters that we're able to target, whereas there's only 26 rerun champions throughout the year, and, you know, talking like 150 champions or something like that in total. Fat chance at getting the one you want, really. You know, like, it's so, you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. There was an in-game mail alluding to this arena, and another one, if I remember correctly. Ooh, was there? I wouldn't think of this as a test, but rather a specific event for the anniversary. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It may not be a test, but depending on the feedback they see on it, it could be something they continue to do, or maybe just bring back as a reoccurring special event. Maybe that would be their thing. What? Double core of holy poop. Yeah, man. Got that wasp? Yep, got that wasp too. Nice recently took 6.1.6 Sentinel down, about 75% with a rank 3 wasp. Damn, dude, with a rank 3. Felt good about it. She's sweet. Okay, back to watching. Dude, yeah, I've wanted wasp even with not related to the ghost synergy. I always thought wasp was cool because she's a glass cannon, but she has a way to consistently push the enemy's special meter, meaning it's kind of okay that she's a glass cannon. So you won't even consider going for Sentinel? Probably not. I mean, I did consider it. I already did consider it, is the thing. Oh, and you just sent over a buck. I was just reading your message, El Forky. Thank you very much for the buck. I already did consider it. So I considered a few different options for if I qualified for the top 150. Option 1, go for Thing one time, just to get him awakened, and I save my awakening gem. And then go for either Thor, because he's an exclusive champion, or Sentinel. Option 2, go for Thor in the first round, Sentinel in the second. Just use the awakening gem on Thing. Option 3, don't even grind at all. You know, like there was more options than that too, but I actually considered quite a few different options as to if I got to pick, what would I pick? And I think in the real long term, I would rather just have Sentinel and have Thor. But in the short term, man, Thing, he can do a lot for me. He can do a whole lot for me. And I think I want him at Sig 200 so bad that I'm kind of willing to sacrifice a little bit of that future. I don't know, man. I'm not 100% set on it, but I'm pretty sure that's what I would do. If I even grind it twice, right? It's all a big if. I'm pretty committed to doing the grind that starts tomorrow. I'm pretty committed to that. And by committed, you know, again, I'm done. I was not kidding when I said I am absolutely done with running 330 champions in the arena. I will not be running my 330s in this arena at all. But I am committed to running my 5 stars on cooldown, my 6 stars on cooldown, and my top 4 stars as much as I possibly can. And not missing out on sleep and all that still too, but I am committed to that grind. Maybe they're trying to destroy the natural habitat of the bottom feeders. Yeah. Yeah, Abdo. That could be it, dude. Put money on Arena after Vision being another one of these arenas. The potential pool is also potentially quite nice. Possibly Darkhawk, Mr. S, Venom the Duck. Damn. Well, I think I'm going to be traveling for that next one. So... yeah. Well, it'll be the end of the trip. I don't know. Well, we'll see. This one is... Thing is just, he's just too damn good, man. That's all there is to it. Is he's just too damn good. Like, it's painful to think about. Of like picking Thing over these other champions that I've wanted for a while. I mean, Thor, he's more just about that exclusivity of, you know, I want to collect champions, as many champions as possible. And maybe there's going to be a synergy that comes into play later on where you need that particular Thor or something like that. It would just be nice to have. Just knowing in the back of my mind that I'm good, I'm covered there. And Sentinel, I've wanted Sentinel forever, but I don't feel as bad about passing up Sentinel, even though I do want him. I feel like eventually I'll get him. Given enough time, enough 5-star crystals and all that. Or maybe I'll pull him as a 6-star, and he doesn't really need a high sig level, so, you know, eventually it could be a good 6-star to have, and yeah. Super Dirty Pickles sent over to saying, wow, happy for you, man. Thanks, dude. Yeah. This opening, it's a game changer, man. It's a big game changer for me. Big Sentinel 2 times. Understandable. BG, I think you should really go for Thor. He has insane damage. You can't get him any other way. I think a lot of people are going to be sleeping on him because they forgot how good he was. I've seen gameplay of a 565. It was pretty cool. But at the same time, you know, I don't think I would ever rank 5 him. It would be more of the collection factor with that Thor. I don't think I would actually use him in a serious way. But the collection factor is enough, man. I like collecting champs. That's one of the reasons that I continue to enjoy this game. It's fun collecting champs. I want to be Ash Ketchum. You can also pull any of them, including Thor, from the Era 5-star Legendary and Grandmaster crystals. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, good call. Maybe it'd be worth rushing through these events to see what happens with those crystals. Oh man, I hadn't thought about that. Interesting. It's pretty interesting. Maybe I'd have to do that on like Sunday or something. Because Sunday, let's think about it. The Tier 4 Basic Arena is on right now. Tomorrow is going to be nothing. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday, that's just going to be the... Okay, so Saturday and Sunday is just going to be the class arena. And Sunday, the event, the 3-day completion is going to be on. I don't know if this event quest, I don't know if it's going to count towards completion or not. But we'll see, and maybe I'll just run through it anyway. Burn some energy refills, get through it. Pop that crystal open, give me a little bit more information to work with. If I got Thor, then I definitely wouldn't pick him from the arena, because I just want to get him once. I mean, of course, I want him awakened too, but I'd be satisfied with just having him the one time, knowing that at any point in the future, if I wanted to, you know, I could eventually get an awakening gem. Not that I could just pull awakening gems out of my butt. But, you know, there's like Cyber Monday offers and all that other stuff that I'd eventually get it. You can't rush them anyway since it's time gated. Wait, is it? Can't rush to these events for the guaranteed 5-star. They are time gated. Grandmasters are 5% 5-star. Oh. Well, never mind. Okay. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So I didn't get a chance to talk about this during the opening. Oh, Super Dirty Pickle. Yeah, I do have an Awakening Gem, but that's kind of what we're talking about, is he's also available in the next arena. So I'm gonna go for that. But okay, so I didn't talk about this in the opening, but as I was going through the list of champions, I realized something. Let me know what you guys think about this. So that Punisher in 6.2.5, would Havoc be good for that fight? I was thinking maybe he'd be good for it. Because if you give it some time to have him like ramp up, and doesn't he get like some additional ramping if he gets hit with a bleed? So I would fight him normally, and then if I did get hit by his L1 or something, maybe that would help me, or maybe I wouldn't fight him totally normally. I'd still try to stall and build up. I'm thinking maybe he'd be good for it. I don't have him, but that's why I added him to the list. Gauge Miners, am I saying that correctly? Sentinel 5, thank you very much, Syrian. Rank 4 Unawakened Thing or Sentinel. Need to do variants and take down 6.1 Crossbones. Just pulled both and can't decide who the best option is. Thanks, PG. Okay, so they're both monsters of champions. These guys are beasts. They're amazing champions. I would recommend Sentinel, though. I would strongly recommend Sentinel for 2 reasons. Number 1, I think he's better than Thing for that 6.1 Crossbones, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure. But the more important reason is Sentinel is really good in Variant 3 and pretty darn good in Variant 2. Like, Thing is also a beast when it comes to Variant 2. So you could still go either way. But I'd recommend going Sentinel over Thing and then making Variant 3 the first variant that you go after. And see what you get for completing Variant 3. Maybe you'll get some additional rank up gems and stuff like that. I mean, you might still want to wait, because rank 4, you could certainly get variant. Like rank 4 is good enough for the variants, but it's hard. It's really hard content, and you know, you might need to wait until you could like rank 5 them or something like that. But I'd still recommend Sentinel for that. Although now that I'm saying it, I'm not as confident in my recommendation, just because I'm thinking Unawakened, and maybe if you're not ready to rank 5, we're only talking rank 4s. Maybe. Oh, you said can rank 5 if needed. Okay. Might not be a bad idea, man. Taking that Sentinel to rank 5 and then using that Sentinel in the in Variant 3. I feel like that could do a lot to progress your account here. I think he's a great rank 5. One day, if you can get him awakened, he really only needs Sig level 1 to get like the majority of the benefit out of his awake. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he gets like practically the full benefit of his awakened ability at Sig level 1. There is like a little side benefit to it that scales with Sig level, but it's less important. So yeah, even if you got like an Awakening Gem or something, but even unawakened, he's still quite powerful, especially for Variant 3. And if you were able to complete that, take those resources, hopefully you get something that would help Thing rank up, and then you get both champions. Or if you don't get science-based rewards, you know, you can still use those resources on whoever, right? There's good champions for all 6 class types. So that's what I would do personally. So that's what I recommend. I don't think it's necessarily wrong to go either way, but I would go Sentinel. Thank you very much once again for the 5. Good night. All right, Night Star. Havoc does have the potential to blow up Punisher after a long dance. Can take out most of his health pool if played well. Yeah, I'm sure it'd still be tough, but I'm thinking it might be doable. Darn. I was hoping it would stop on those refills. That'd have been nice. APG, have you considered Nightcrawler for that Punisher fight? Nightcrawler can evade any special, and his heavy has longer reach. I've considered Nightcrawler. I just feel like the fight would still go on for far too long. And the longer that fight goes, the less damage I'm going to be dealing, the riskier it gets, because he's going to be dealing more damage to me, even on a block. and I don't see it working out in my head. I don't have a high-ranked Nightcrawler to test it out, so I could be wrong, but I just don't see it working. I do love Nightcrawler, though, and eventually I would love to get a high-ranked Nightcrawler, just in general. Thanks, man. You're probably right. Sentinel will be my first rank 5. Haven't been able to pull the trigger on anyone yet. Yeah, dude, I think this is a great opportunity for you to do just that, to get your first rank 5. Normally, I wouldn't be as like gung-ho about, like, yeah, definitely go with Sentinel as first rank 5. Normally, it's like, yeah, it depends on what you like and all this stuff. But really, the way that Variant 3 is designed and how rewarding Variant 3 is and relative difficulty to other areas of the game and all that, I think it's just the smart play, and that's what I would do. I would rank up Sentinel. I would use him. You know, it still might take you some time. It's still tough content, but he's certainly going to make that tough content a lot easier than without him. Tested an unawakened 6-star Nightcrawler against an aspect of Evo Black Panther Civil War. It's not a good option for Punisher. That's what I figured. That's what I figured. I was pretty sure of it, but you're never too sure until you test, right? When are you doing the 24-hour challenge? Not for a while. Probably not for a while, at least. I would love to do it, but there's just so much else going on in the game, so many other things that I want to get to. But it is something that I will for sure do at some point. Corv is a destroyer, and the fact that you awaken him is awesome. Very useful. Bypass degen, etc. Good night. Yeah, dude. I cannot believe I actually awakened the dude in the same opening. Pretty nuts. But, alright, anyway, guys, it is getting to be a little bit late here. I need to call it for the night. I will be back. Normal time tomorrow. No more day streams, because I will be grinding. Maybe we'll do a daytime grind some point throughout the arena here, but it won't be tomorrow. I'm losing it. Went right past the egg twice. Just too busy thinking about the champions I got, not thinking about what I'm doing. BG, now that you have thing, can you duel and smack around my thing with your thing and things of that nature? Some would call that a sword fight, Jay. If we're, oh wait, what, the wrong thing? Okay, my bad. All right, anyway, I'm out of here. On that unfamily-friendly note, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Oh, and shout out to Henach for sending over 50 big ones. Gonna be missed. I doubt he's still in here right now, but on the off chance that you are, Henach, you're gonna be missed, dude. But thank you again, and thank you to everyone else as well. Good night, everybody.